Ladies, this video is for you. I'll ask the question, have you ever found yourself in a relationship where you felt less than, where you felt like you were not valued in the relationship, where you felt like you were not seen as an equal, that your thoughts and your opinions didn't matter? If you have been in a relationship like that, if you are currently in a relationship like that, I want to tell you that you are enough. You are enough. And I cannot say that enough. I have had so many client sessions. I worked with so many women where you feel not good enough, not skinny enough, not funny enough, not committed enough, not worthy enough of this relationship. And the reality of the situation is, if you are not feeling like you are being respected, seen, heard, understood, it's not the relationship for you. There is no need for you to change who you are, fundamentally change who you are to make somebody else happy. And if you find yourself doing that, stop and ask yourself why. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is a two-way street. A relationship is a partnership. A relationship is meant to be a safe place. And if you do not feel safe, if you do not feel like your partner is on your side or your teammate and they are just working against you, it's not the relationship for you. Now, don't get me wrong, when we are in a relationship with somebody, sometimes it does require for us to level up, right? So if there are certain things that we need to work on internally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in order to be able to improve as an individual, to develop, to progress, to, really, like I said, level up, then that makes sense. But as long as it's being done in a supportive way, as long as you are leveling up because the two of you want to level up together to build and create something beautiful, something sustainable, something healthy. But if you are being required to level up because the other individual feels like you are not enough, that is a completely different story. And I give you permission to walk away. Not that you need my permission, because at the end of the day, you are an autonomous, independent, free-thinking person. You have value, you have worth. And if your partner cannot see that, that is not your problem, that is their problem. And you should take the time to recognize your own value and your own worth that somebody else out there will recognize and will see in you and will cherish that and will highlight that and will be the support system that you need. The other thing here is don't settle. You don't need to settle. Settling for a lot of people is it's a common thing, right? Because you feel like, okay, well, I'm not perfect, so I can't judge this individual for their flaws and their mistakes. And you're right in that. You shouldn't judge an individual for their flaws and their mistakes because at the end of the day, we're all human. But if those flaws and those mistakes affect you, your core value, the way you view yourself, your self-esteem, how secure you are with yourself, if that person starts to break you down because of their own self-esteem issues, their own insecurities, their lack of confidence, then that is a problem. And if you accept that for yourself, you are settling. And when you settle, a little piece of you dies. You start to give in to or conform to what you think you need to be in this relationship in order to make this other person happy, When at the end of the day, you should be focusing on your happiness as well. That person should be focusing on your happiness as well. And if they are unwilling to do that, if they do not want to invest the time, if they do not give you the energy and they don't reciprocate the amount of effort that you put into the relationship, it's not the relationship for you. And you would be settling to stay in it. You will find somebody out there who is worthy of your love and who can see your value. And I know I'm saying this over and over and over again, but it's so important for it to get through to you. And sometimes we have to repeat something for it to really sink in. It's almost like a mantra, right? So in the morning when you wake up and you look at yourself, we should be saying mantras to ourselves. You know, I am worthy, I am valued, I am confident, I am beautiful, I deserve to be seen, I deserve to be understood. Saying these things to yourself over and over and over and over again helps you to start to believe it. So I may be repeating myself a little bit in this video, but it's because I want you to understand the importance of you believing what it is I am saying to you. So first and foremost, do not allow this person to make you feel as if you are not enough, because you are. And secondly, if they are making you feel that way, then you're settling in the relationship. Do not settle in the relationship. The other thing here is, in order to love yourself, you have to know yourself. And if you are the type of person that jumps from relationship to relationship to relationship because you do not like the idea of being alone, you're never really giving yourself the opportunity to really know yourself. You know, date yourself first before you date somebody else. Come to understand what it is you need, what you expect, what makes you happy, what makes you upset, what you require in order to feel like you can truly give somebody your heart and be vulnerable and commit and trust. If you have not given yourself that time, give yourself that time. You deserve it. You deserve to spend time with yourself, to love on yourself, to understand how you tick inside and out. Because look, at the end of the day, people only know you as well as you know yourself. So if you do not know yourself and you are going into a relationship without understanding your needs and expectations, you're essentially training your partner to treat you in a particular way because you don't even know how you want to be treated. So we have to get very clear on who we are, what we want, and what we feel like we deserve. Having a very clear roadmap moving forward is important for any relationship, because if you have a clear roadmap and if you are confident in who you are as a person, and if you've spent the time to date yourself and know yourself, anything that does not seem right within the relationship, you will immediately be aware of. Anything that challenges your core values, anything that challenges the fundamentals, the foundation of who you are, is going to appear as a red flag. If you don't see the red flags, if you allow yourself to be treated less than, if you allow yourself to be devalued in your relationship, it's because you have not invested the time getting to know yourself. So please, ladies, take the time to get to know yourself. I value a woman, I value a partner, I value an individual who has a very clear understanding of who they are as a person. That's sexy, that's attractive. Because I don't have to be concerned that I'm gonna have to build this person up, or I'm gonna have to be here having to mold certain things to fit a particular, image or belief or whatever it may be. I want somebody who's going to challenge me. I want somebody who's going to question me on certain things, or who's going to push back with me, or who's not going to take my shit, to be honest with you. So having that level of confidence is incredibly important, but you can't do that unless you actually spend time with yourself. And lastly, ladies, you deserve respect. You deserve respect in a relationship. And if you don't know what respect looks like, that's food for thought. If you do not know what a healthy relationship looks like, that's food for thought. Because it's likely that you've continued getting into relationships with the same patterns because you haven't unpacked certain things for yourself, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. And respect is just being able to take a look at your partner and accept them for who they are, faults and all. Now, that doesn't mean that if those faults are affecting you directly, right, your core values, the way that you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, that you should just deal with it. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. And if those mistakes don't impact who you are as an individual, they're just common mistakes that we make, we accept that person for who they are. We have open dialogue and communication. We're able to be empathetic to them and sit down and have a conversation and work these things out. You know, you should view each other as equals within the relationship. You shouldn't view your partner as above you or below you. If they're above you, you're putting them on a pedestal. And if they're below you, you're belittling them, which means you don't have respect for them anyways. All of these things are necessary in order for you to have a healthy relationship. But do not let anybody tell you that you are not enough, because you are. Again, like I said, I cannot tell you how many times I have conversations with women that are so hard on themselves because of their appearance or the way they come off, or, you know, did I say too much? Did I not say enough? Did I mess this up? Did I not mess this up? Having that level of uncertainty within a relationship is a red flag in and of itself. You should feel certain, safe, secure within your relationship, because your partner should be your teammate. Your partner should be your partner. Your partner should be supportive. And if you're missing all of those things, and if it's not contributing to a better version of you, if this relationship is not lifting you up and it's dragging you down, it is time to walk away. It is okay. Trust me. You will be okay. You will be fine. And if anything, you will most likely be able to find somebody who's going to appreciate you for who you are as a person. But you haven't been able to do that yet because you've been stuck in this place with this individual, hoping that they will change. Actions over words. And if they are not changing, and if they are making you feel less than, it is not the relationship for you. If you're in a situation like this, if you feel like you have had this happen to you many times before and you continue to get into the same dynamic over and over and over again, I am happy to support you, to have a conversation to work with you on unpacking some of these things and really being able to identify the things that you feel that you deserve within a relationship, and making sure that you're implementing them moving forward so that you find somebody of value and that you feel valued as well. So what I will do is I will provide a link in the description box down below. So if you want to have a one-on-one coaching session, to have a conversation about this, I am more than happy to do that with you, for you, and support you through this process. But remember, you are enough. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach, and I will see you in the next video.